My name is Ifeoma Ben. I am a lawyer on findlawyer.ng. I'm a business lawyer. I'm a chorister. I love making friends, and I also love reading good books. After my law degree at the Imo State University, I proceeded to the Nigerian Law School Lagos campus, and shortly after that, I applied for master's degree at the University of Lagos. I have interest in corporate and property law. It was from the first firm where I worked. They really specialized in property law transactions, so that was what gave me the background in property law practice. But after I left the firm, my passion for corporate law grew, and because I've been working with a lot of businessmen and women, I now developed myself more in business law. As a young lawyer, it's not always easy for you to start up. So there is this saying that you have to pay your dues. So it was really very difficult for me as a young lawyer because I had to attend to all the very minute legal assignments and also make sure that I satisfy my employer to be able to gain that confidence in him and to be able to also grow in my career. Most times I struggle with financial issues because it is assumed they are under tutelage, and they don't really, most employers of young lawyers find it difficult to pay them well because they feel they are learning and that they should even be grateful for having a mentor. So most times they underpay young lawyers, and it was really a challenge, and most lawyers also still have that challenge till present, unless those who are lucky to work with very well established firms, maybe the bigger firms. So that's where they really benefit, but most young lawyers really have the financial challenge at the early stage of their practice. The legal business meetup. The idea behind the legal business meetup was to help entrepreneurs and startups have an idea about the legal aspects of business. Most times they make legal mistakes because they are ignorant of certain aspects of business, and the legal aspect of business is very crucial. So the project was really a pro bono project. It was a free event where I discussed so many legal issues bordering on incorporation, taxation, and also growing your business legally. So it was really a project that gave me joy because a lot of entrepreneurs attended and they really gained value for attending the event. I also have passion for human rights, and that has really made me fight for people, especially those who don't have people to help them with legal services, with legal aid. So I have this passion of working with some groups that are particular about fundamental rights enforcement and those who fight for people whose rights are being infringed. I love singing. In fact, music is food for the soul, and without music, if you don't sing, if you don't listen to good music, you are really missing a lot. So I love singing. I'm a chorister, a proud alto singer, and when I sing alto, you can bow. So I love singing. It helps me in my spiritual activities. It helps me in even forgetting about some other circumstances of life. So I really love music. I do relax, and in my relaxation I can be seeing movies. I can also hang out with friends and also take some novels or some good motivational books and read to also improve my skills. Let's say if you're a business lawyer who is rendering services to startups, then you hear issues like, I don't have money, can you just help me with this agreement or this legal documentations? And sometimes some of these startups don't have money to pay, and if you are passionate about helping their businesses grow, sometimes you tend to render free services just to help them in their business. Some of them tend to start up some projects, start up some businesses without seeking legal counsel. They feel maybe they have an idea until some of them now encounter problems. They now start running to lawyers. Then by that time, the problem would have compounded and it becomes bigger. So if they had come at the initial time, it would have given them legal advisory services, which would have helped them to start their business and not to make legal mistakes. It is always good to seek legal counsel. It's always good to have legal advisor for your business. The legal advisor will help guide your business. The legal advisor will be like a legal bodyguard to your business. The legal advisor will help you not to make legal mistakes in your business. A lot of entrepreneurs and startups do not consider the legal aspects of business, and they tend to have liabilities in their businesses because they neglect a very crucial aspect of the business. So I'm going to talk about few legal mistakes, the common ones that entrepreneurs make. One of them is not having founders agreement or partnership agreement. Depending on the nature of your business, if you are going to have co-founders in your business, you're going to incorporate a company and you're going to have other co-founders in your business, there is this importance. It's very, very crucial that you have founders agreement. And what will founders agreement do for you? It will help you to identify and also define the relationship of the parties in the transaction, the parties in the particular business. What do you set out to do? What are your goals? How do you measure your performance? What are the key performance indicators? And what are your contributions to the business? And also, what do you stand to gain in the business? So these are the things that you need to define in the founders agreement. If you also don't want to incorporate a company, maybe you want to register a business name, if you want to do it with a partner, there is a need to have a partnership agreement. These are very, very crucial. They are very important at the time you are about to set out, you're about to start the business. So it's very good for you to consider having founders agreement and having partnership agreement, as the case may be. So another common mistake that entrepreneurs make is not registering their business. I have a lot of clients who in the past have made some mistakes that could have been avoided. Some of them have started branding their products and services with a name that is not registered, and this can kill your business and can even drive your customers away. Ask me how. If you start a business without registering the name, and at the long run you now wake up and want to register your business, you see that that name may not be available. And if the name is already taken, you'll be forced to choose another name. And by the time you're choosing another name, you will now have to start branding afresh. And you will now start to either lose your customers or try to convince your customers that it is still this business in another name. So why do you want to do that? Why not do the basic things? Why not register your business as you are starting to avoid losing your brand, to avoid losing your customers? Legal documentation is very important. in every transaction you're having in your business, it's always good to have legal documents. You have agreements, have non-disclosure agreements with vendors and some other business associates and partners. Have non-disclosure agreements or confidentiality agreement. And what does this do for you? This helps to keep your intellectual property. This helps to preserve your business ideas from being stolen. So this is a common mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs and startups make, and we don't wish that you make this mistake. So avoid starting a business without having non-disclosure agreements or confidentiality agreement with the vendors or the proposed business partners to avoid your ideas being stolen. Generally, it's always good to have legal documentations, whether employment contracts and procurement contracts. Everything you need to do in your business needs to be documented. It helps to grow your business. And finally, I want to talk about legal advisor. Every business needs a legal advisor, and it's always good to have a legal advisor in your business to make sure that the legal advisor helps you with the legal aspects of your business in order to avoid unwarranted liabilities. Okay, my final words, based on my background as a business lawyer, I will advise entrepreneurs, I will advise business people to always consider the legal aspects of their business because it's very crucial. Legal mistakes can ruin your business. Engage a lawyer so that you can avoid liabilities in your business.